Hello, James here again with another video, and today I'm going to talk about something a little bit more controversial, and I'm making no apology for this. I apologise to my mother because she won't like what I'm going to say, but it's like everything. If you're a truth seeker, the truth is the truth. It doesn't matter how many people believe it. The truth is the truth. Simple as that. So let's look at the Dracula films and films with the devil. There's an underlying message in all that. You don't make deals with the devil, because he'll trick you. You will lose. You might think you win, but you won't. And we see this in everyday lives. Look at this technology we've got. They're just bribes. What good are they really? If we went back to our original selves, we wouldn't need all this crap. And then look at the other way it's played out. People who've made deals with the devil. Fighting for Queen and country. Yeah, I'm saying that. Fighting for Queen and country. Yeah, you're expected to possibly lay down your life defending Queen and country. And then you look at the situation. How many homeless soldiers are there out there? People who have been broken through. Let's be honest about this. It's not post-traumatic stress disorder. That's just one of these stupid modern terminologies for it. It's shell shock. These people have been through some horrors, and I can tell you this from first-hand experience. It just depends on what sort of character you are, and whether you can let anything make you or break you. You can rise above it, or you can let it drag you down. Well, I know which way I've chosen to go. Let's put it into another film context, shall we? The Disney Pixar Bugs Life. Well, I'll tell you something. This is one ant that has woken up. Let's really say how this is. Here's a message for Hillary Clinton. I can see that entity behind your eyes. I know I've done battle with you before, and this time you ain't gonna win. Don't be fooled by these human shells of these banking elites and these royal families. Let's face it, we've got this bloody royal wedding coming up in this country. They have been turfing out homeless people out of Windsor because they don't want it to look unsightly. And guess who's paying for this damned wedding? £24 million of taxpayers' money that could have gone on to homeless people to help the poor. But I mean, let's face it. I've heard figures quoted for the Queen having personal wealth of 8 million, and that's bullshit. It's a lot more than that. If you add it all together, it comes to something like 33 trillion, I believe, or 33 million. It doesn't really matter. It's a drop in the ocean for paying for that wedding. And do you know what? Anybody can go along to this wedding if you bring your own food. Takes a bloody piss, that really does. No way. I'm saying no to this, and I'm not alone. And I don't really give a shit whether I'm making myself a target with this video. Bring it on, because I'm Spartacus. For every person that is taken out, there'll be another one to replace me. Excuse me. And then just look at what's going on in the world. There's no need for any of this starvation. There's no need for any of this poverty. What's happening is you've got a 1% or 1% of 1%, 15 families in the world that are controlling everything. You can believe me or not believe me on this. I'd say do your own research. Go and have a look. Just Google genocide in Canada. There is 2 warrants out for the arrest of the Queen for genocide. Yeah, that might seem hard to believe. A lot of people aren't going to like what I'm saying here, but I'm telling you, I know who I am. I see a lot of things. There's people out there who can testify that I can tell them things just from looking at their photographs on Facebook, and I can tell them information that there's no way I can know. So I see a lot, and I'm not the only one seeing it. So I don't give a damn about my own safety. I really don't. It'd be doing me a favour. It gets me out of this hellhole of this world the way it is. But let me tell you something else. They take me out. That means I'm saying the truth because they want to silence me and people like me. But I ain't afraid of that. I don't have fear of things like that. And if I'm out of this body, my soul is free. And then look out, because I ain't stopping there. I say I don't care. What I'm saying when I don't care is, what I'm saying is, I don't care about me. I care about 7.5 billion people in this world. I care about this planet. I don't like what is being done to it. And we've got to start saying no to all this. And soldiers need to start saying, no, we're not fighting anymore. Because these wars are artificial. Wars make money. It's as simple as that. You are feeding into a system. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not criticising the people in the armed forces. I've got ancestors who gave up their lives doing what they believed was right. The point is, we are being deceived. But 9/11 onwards, people are now starting to wake up to see what is really going on, and that number is growing. The whole system is like a house of cards. It's going to start crumbling very, very soon. They want us to feel like we are insignificant and we can't do anything. But yes, we can. We can start saying no. Because this is not the world I want my children to grow up in. I mean, it's ridiculous for school leavers. What chance have they ever got of buying their own property? And even if they do, if they get approved by the bank for a mortgage, they're going to be in debt for the rest of their lives. There's the bars of the prison. This debt through artificial magicked up money that's just tapped in on a computer that's not even backed up with gold. It's ridiculous. That is not what life is supposed to be about. I was brought up with an enforced Christian background, and even with that, what we're being told is miles apart from the reality of what goes on in this world. Anyway, that's my rant over. Peace and love to you all. No, this needs to be said, and this is why I'm doing it. I ain't afraid to put my neck above the parapet anymore, because the way the world is, I'm not going to be complacent and sit back and do nothing. There's not much I can do. There's no point picking up guns and fighting fire with fire. There's only one way to do this. We'll do it by spreading love and telling the truth. We'll have openness and transparency. Let's get the truth out there. Let's make more people aware so they know what's going on. That's all we've got to do at this stage. That's it. That's all I'm saying for this one. But I'm going to keep on it. I'm going to keep pushing this message out, because people need to know what's going on. And let's face it, it's not just my children. It's everybody's children that's at stake here. These paedophile rings, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Think about this one. The flood. The biblical flood. Yes, it did happen. There is the physical evidence of it to be seen around the world once you realise and once you see what it is. It is there in plain sight. And there's disembodied spirits. No flood is going to drown a disembodied spirit. That disembodied spirit will roam the earth looking for a host body, and they do. And that's where your royals and your banking dynasty come from. They might look human, but it's the entities behind them. I see it in their eyes, and they probably recognise me. So bring it on. I took a vow that I would fight against this corruption, and I will. And I'm going to keep doing this. The truth in the heart. That is what's going to win the day. So watch out, Hillary Clinton and the likes of you, Pope, Queen Elizabeth, Duke of Edinburgh. They reckon they're divine. They won't marry commoners. I'll tell you the truth of it. They're keeping the purity of their bloodline, their satanic bloodline. And it doesn't matter whether you believe in an existence of a Satan. When you've got people who are multi-billionaires who are enacting on a satanic belief system and enslaving the rest of us, inhumane cruelty, it's sickening. And I'm telling you, children are being taken, they are being murdered. If you think this is all bullshit, fine. But if you think a 4-year-old in Texas can phone up a 2-year-old in another state, halfway across the states, and come out with the same story, and what, are they in cahoots? Are they just making this up? No, they're not. I'll tell you how it works. They're traumatised because they're shown some of the most horrific things going. And they're told if they tell anyone, they do the same to their families. This is how the system works. It is all controlled by fear. It's just an illusion. There's your horrible black magic. That's what's going on in this world. Just think about this. Spread the word. Believe as much or as little as you want about what I'm saying. But I'm telling you, I am speaking the truth. Thank you.